Hi everyone, I just wanted to welcome you to my new YouTube channel called We Craft at Home. My name's Tracy and I love crafting. Particularly love the way we're a big community that loves sharing our ideas and what we know with each other. That's why I decided to do this. I used to do classes and I loved the look on people's faces when they finally realised how to do something, and I really missed that, so I decided that I would do these classes and let people know just how easy it is once you know how. Once you break it down and know how to do it, that it's not that hard. I don't believe in charging, and any work that I do is free to download from my website, We Craft at Home, and there are no restrictions on it whatsoever. Okay, now we've got that out of the way. Today's video is part one of a two-part Dragonfly class. That the first part will be showing you how to make your own SVG Dragonfly in Canvas Workspace with the built-in shapes. Once you break it down, it really is easier than it looks. Part two will be making a project out of the Dragonfly, which will be a card because that's what people voted on. So thank you for choosing to watch my video, and I'll see you soon.
Now we're at the computer. I'm going to be showing you today. We're going to be doing the dragonflies. I'm using the desktop version of Canvas, and this is what we're going to be doing. This dragonfly one we're going to make out of downloading an SVG file, and then I'm going to show you how to make yours with what's available in Canvas. Okay, so let's start off by doing the download one. That's a little bit easier. So I'm just going to catch the file for you. I'll have it available for you on my website. Nearly there. There we go. So we have this, and now we're going to go to the edit button and go down to offset. Now the settings I want is 0.04 because I want a very fine line around the outside. Keep it on the round. You want to leave as it is. You do not want to delete what's in the middle because we can use that. Press OK. Sometimes it can take a while, and it will just do a nice thin line around the outside. It's better than, because there's a lot of detail in this picture. We don't really want to be cutting out all that detail. So we've kept the outside line. There we go. That's very easily done, straightforward. Didn't mean to do that. There we go. Now the inside line, I'm going to change the colour and change it to draw. I'll do it to grey so you can see it almost like a pencil drawing. And we can draw the inside if you want to. Now I'm going to duplicate it because I want the outside line, and then we want some extra wings. So what we do, we've got another version, and then we're going to put that one to the side. Now we're going to get a shape. Any shape, it doesn't really matter because you can change it. I'm going to adjust it by turning it round and covering the bodies. So bring it in a little bit and over there. That's it. And then what you do is you select both. Let's bring it in a little bit more. I don't want to cut that much of the wing off. We can tidy it up afterwards. So that's what I've done. Now select both, and you want to subtract, and it subtracts the middle, takes everything out. So we've still got legs. We're going to go closer in so that we can concentrate on getting rid of the legs. Okay, so it's a lot easier if we just select all. Now you obviously you do not want to be touching the points on the actual butterfly wings themselves, because we don't want to lose any of that. So all we're doing is trying to, there we go, trying to get it without catching any of the butterfly wings. We're almost there now. Just that line is in the wrong place, so we know we don't want that. There's a few extra nodes there. It's always better to get rid of extra nodes because they can make the cutting file harder to cut. The less nodes, the better. Obviously, you need a few when you've got curves. We don't really need that because that's part of the leg, so I'm going to take most of that out as well. There we go. That's all we need because we're just using the wings. Now you can select I'm going to bring the lines in a little bit just so that we can't see see there, I'm just getting rid of a few of the extra nodes. Now I'm going to divide it so that we've got two separate parts. And there we go, that's the extra wings done. Now we'll grab that one, and we want a few smaller ones to dot around the card. So we make it small and it's layer, duplicate. Then we're going to, just because it's easier, duplicate both of them and then all four of them. Just a little bit of time saving. And then dot them around. You can make them different sizes as well, so that there's all different size ones, or keep them the same size. I like them to look naturally all different sizes because that, of course, there we go. So really, that's as simple as it is to make your own SVG. You have to be careful when you're downloading for copyright laws and things like that. This is a site that is free to use anyhow you like. So yeah, you save it. Do not use save as, you use export FCM file or transfer by internet. Now I'm going to show you how to build it out of the shapes that are available in the program itself. We need a few shapes, so I'm just going to go and get what I need. Yeah, I need that. Need a teardrop. That one, I think. And then I need the one next to it as well. Sorry, I'll go back. There we go. So that's the shapes we're going to be working with, which, believe it or not, are going to make up a dragonfly. So this would be the body, the main body where the wings attach, and this is going to be the tail, but we want it a lot smaller, obviously, and we can only do one at a time because it's got to go smaller and smaller as we go along. Let's move that one out the way. And we just got to play about until we're happy with what we've got. So if we duplicate one at a time, we have the next one down available, but we have to do it one at a time. So, because each one is tilted at a different angle and it gets smaller just a tiny bit each one you do. So then you layer, duplicate, do the next one and turn it just a little bit more and make it just a little bit smaller. And you're going to do that a couple of times because you want the tail to bend a little bit like a dragonfly's normally does. It's up to you how angled you do it, how tipped you do your dragonfly. We'll do one more. There we go. And now this is the tip of the tail. So we need to angle that and make it a lot smaller. I think that will be fine. So then, yeah, I think I'll make the body a little bit longer. Right, now I'm happy. I'm going to weld it all. And there we have the body and the tail. Now we need to add the wings. So turn to the side and we want to squash them out a little bit so that they're a bit longer than they look. And then we're going to obviously make them a little bit smaller. We're going to duplicate so that we've got two wings on each side. The one underneath is always a little bit smaller than the one on top. Okay, so I think that looks good. So you select both the wings. That is all you want, and you're going to duplicate and then flip, just so you know they're already at the right angle for the other side. That's it. And then make sure that they're level. And once you're happy with that, you select all of it. And weld. There we go. Actually, I think this one looks better than the original one. Now, what I did forget, we need a circle for his head. There we go. Size that to what you think it should be. Oh, I think that looks fair enough. And weld. And now we need some legs and antennas. So to do this we need the path tool, and what we're going to do is just create some legs how we think they would be. I'm not really happy with that one. So all we're doing is drawing a line. So 3 points. At the end of a point, you always click twice to end it. So let's do a few of them. You have to press the path tool each time you do it. So double click at the end to finish it. Click the path tool and do it again, double clicking on the end. That's it. And then we'll do a few of these. And we're going to do an offset line around it. And that gives you the leg, the antenna, whatever it is you're doing. The tip about this though is that you can change it to delete, so because you don't need the inside line. And then we can just do two antenna and some legs. Find where you want to put them. And that's it really, it's just placement now. See where you want them to go. It's that easy. So you can see you're always welding afterwards. It looks difficult, but it really isn't. So all we're going to do is carry on doing all the legs. Just offset, delete, because we really don't want it inside line and we're only going to delete them anyway. So we're going to add the legs and the antenna. Just where you think they should go. Let's get rid of that one because I didn't like that one. Remember to double click at the end. It's really as easy. I've done that one a bit long, so we'll move it right in there. So as you can see, if you just use your imagination or break down the shape more than use your imagination really, if you break the shape down, then you can see that it does involve just lots of shapes building together. Now you can see that leg there didn't attach because I didn't overlap it. So need 2 more legs. And then it's just kind of playing around until you're happy with it. So what I'm going to do now is just duplicate it and flip it and then just put it on the other side. You can angle it differently if you like, just so it looks a bit different. And then we're going to weld it. And there you have it. Dragonfly made just by using the different shapes. When you're sizing it, just make sure it's going to fit right on the card. The sizes are up in the right hand corner, width and height, and you can just measure it to the card. I want a big one, and then we're going to duplicate and make some small ones. What I really should have done was save the wings, save a set of the wings before we welded, that would have saved us having to subtract and get the wings that way. So, as a pointer, I'll make sure you've got that in. So let's show you how to save anyway. No, I'll do the wings so that you know what you're doing. So as I said, we could have saved the wings before we put them in, but we'll do it like we done the original one. Just get a shape to subtract over the top. There we go, both selected, and subtract. And now we'll move in a bit closer. In case you're wondering why I've done that, I did not leave the original Dragonfly, so we would have lost that. Okay, as you can see, all I'm doing is subtracting the extra bits. But again, we're trying to avoid the wings. Almost done. It's just a tiny little bit of extra mucking around. I'm not sure how many points are here, so there's another one. Oh, one more. Oh, and another one. Oh dear. There we go. So that's the wings. We're going to zoom to matte size because we want to see the whole matte. Okay, I'm pretty happy with this. I'll do some more little ones. I think about 8 is always enough, but we'll just do 6 on this occasion. And there it is. So, file. If you're saving it, export FCM file, never save as. Okay. Make sure you got it in the right place. We'll call this Dragonfly Improved. Because I think it is.
Well, I hope you all learned something from that. Just remember, we will actually be using it in a project that I download on Saturday. For now, if you have any suggestions or questions or any ideas of a project you'd like me to do, then just mention it in the comments below. I have a link to my website and my Facebook page in the description below. Also, if you'd like to subscribe to my newsletter, there's also a link to that in the description below. In the meantime, if you'd like to subscribe to my YouTube channel and like it, you need to hit the bell if you would like any notifications of future videos. Thanks again. See you soon. Happy crafting.